Hello and welcome. You're watching Don Bosco Media Network. This is Abigail Carmelim bringing to you the news and events in Meghalaya. Here are the headlines for today. Meghalaya Chief Minister agrees to sanction 1 crore rupees for tourism development for Kong Thong village in East Khasi Hills district. Meghalaya BJP decides to set up candidate for by-election Rajabala Assembly constituency. R.V. Suchang appointed as the new Chief Secretary, and Meghalaya observe World Heart Day. And now the news in detail. Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma has agreed to sanction 1 crore rupees for tourism development for Kong Thong village located between Sora and Pinursla in East Khasi Hills. This was disclosed by Rajya Sabha member Rakesh Sinha after meeting the Chief Minister.
No, in fact, I am visiting regularly Kong Thong, which I adopted, and some issues I found, and that's why I asked time, and he has given time, and we discussed 2 and 3 issues. One is connectivity from Shillong. Road should be reconstructed, and he immediately ordered reconstruction of the road. I am very thankful that he allotted 1 crore rupees for the Kong Thong's tourism development, and he is very serious about the Kong Thong's development. Third thing is that I extended my adoption to 3 more villages, and the cluster of 12 villages which they can form one cluster. Then there can be a cooperative system in which the broom industry and honey industry can be developed, so the actual benefits should go to the tribals. They are getting vestige of the benefit, the rest of the benefits go to the outsider. So I propose to the tribals to form the cooperatives, because Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji has created a new portfolio of cooperative, and that will be successful. Third is thing that Kong Thong should be developed in such a way that Bollywood will prefer Kong Thong. I compare Kong Thong with Srinagar, and I find that if comparing from the Bollywood point of view, this is far better than Srinagar's site. That is important, good, but far better than that. So we have to create a situation, infrastructure, all these things, so that they should come. I am approaching the Bollywood people to come and see for their film. But my ultimate objective is to doing all these things with one paradigm, one line paradigm, protecting culture and nature. Nothing should be done which will disturb the local culture and local nature.
R.V. Suchang, IAS, has been appointed as the new Chief Secretary of Meghalaya. She will replace M.S. Rao, IAS, who will retire tomorrow. A 1989 batch IAS officer Srimati Suchang, as on date, is the additional Chief Secretary into Meghalaya government, holding charges of personal and administrative reforms, cabinet affairs, finance, home police department, etc. On the assumption of charge as Chief Secretary to the Government of Meghalaya, R.V. Suchang shall also function as State Vigilance Commissioner. Meghalaya BJP has decided to set up a candidate for the by-election to the Rajabala Assembly constituency. This was disclosed by the BJP Meghalaya Unit President Ernest Mauri. Speaking to the media, Mauri said 3 candidates have applied for the party ticket for the Rajabala constituency. He said the party is yet to decide for the Mauringkaneng and Mauplang assembly constituencies, as the party is yet to fully organize itself in these 2 constituencies.
Yes, today we have seen this notification regarding with the by-election of 3 constituencies, that is Mauringkaneng, Mauplang and Rajabala. So from Mauringkaneng, like before also I have stated, the organization setup is not in order. We have not complete the Mandal committee or the polling board committee. And Mauplang also, we are preparing now. But Rajabala, we have all the organization set up, right from the Mandal committee to the polling board committee. So till today, before the announcement of the election also, we have got 3-4 candidates who approach us for the ticket to fight from our party. So it is too early to disclose the name now. I think within a week we will let you know, because now we have to ask the application from the respected candidate, those who want to contest election. Till today, Rajawala we have prepared, and Mauflang also we are looking for the ground to prepare for election. Right now, in Maurakadang we have not set up any mine because we don't have the organization. Like the Mandal committee also has not yet been formed, so we have to wait for some time.
So now that by polls the dates have come out, what is the plan for BJP?
Yes, today we have seen this notification regarding with the by-election of 3 constituencies, that is Maurakadang, Mauflang and Rajawala. So from Maurakadang, Mandal committee or the polling board committee, and Mauflang also we are preparing now, but Rajawala we have all the organizations set up, right from the Mandal 3-4 candidate who approach us for the ticket to fight from our party.
Can you give us these names?
And umbrella of women self-help groups, Nang Sanbha Village Organization today celebrated its first anniversary in Ribhoi district. A program was held in this regard at the office of Nang Sanbha Village Organization at Nongthamai area in Umsning, Ribhoi district. A sizable number of members belonging to different self-help groups took part in the program to express appreciation and encouragement to the Nang Sanbha Village Organization on its first anniversary for various activities it has undertaken during the last 1 year. Shrimati Kintiu Nongsit graced the program as the chief guest. The block project manager Wanlam Kharwanlang and cluster coordinator W. Walang and ADC of Community and Rural Development Block M. Swear were also present on the occasion. Shrimati Kintiu Nongsit handed the cash of 14,000 rupees donated by the member of Khasi Hills Autonomous District Council, Shrimati Magdalene S. Maulong, to the organization.
Daging sedang nakaway ke grup dalam nanti kumba I kongson menehakmat ila ai jengkren ba lemba jong ke grup dalam nanti saya pedeng jong ibobon iba kum kani ke grup ka baningkong kapakilaman laya nanti dan rei ke basmo tanat perkelong ba hadu entah layo inform hadu khatsan teli ki SSG hagen national abang set SSG ke self-help group mangin hapan yarap daladi yaladi kalong ke ba sultanat shibun ba na kaliang jongki ke self-help group hangne konong mai kilala berle shibun kikam ndai tang na kabanta yaladi shimet jadi kentiu nong taga group jongki kila penir ikam sabah kumba I kongson menela yathu mo kila sedang ya kataga ban permi kata sanitary part kan ngidap englisno kemen bakila don kata gajing gajing wat diperhat ban yo ijenai ya kita ke baro kenang bakila ban pau syakma bakide kata group kablong aktif ban train ya kasam tikano ngidap englisno kemen kabakrau kita ba pinang ile rusibon kikam haki sni por kibalangwan bakinang la shushu bakinang kentiu ya kanika ke grup ya kan ke BO hang yang kodong thamai but pinang ya penyar susu ya ki grup ni jongki ndai kan khatsan na basibon ki population pengira asno bakalan yar ki population butaru ai ba pinang penyar susu ini grup kenang bagi weiru Shillong kami di bawah don haki SSG menta di bawah don di grup kini yo ya kaban ban snai kini di grup banang penbon susu ya gajing don jongki grup hangir persnong te nakalian jonga nga ngamdon sibon gi kentien ki ban keren de ke bang ko on bahaba ki long kami idon hi de tane jintre stom idon hi de jinke kli na kamanta kalong yen grong sem kalong kami berbor ke tei kalong yen grong sem hayen sem ban pen baha ban pen bet ban pen itanap ide yen gasem le sing la ban ba kalong kami mo ndai tang bakanang man syadja man pendak bam iki kur giti ndai ka deiru ka bapet ka bajungo ya karut ka tiar mani I ka jikut
Minaman pilu kajo simlakashim. Ay kanonat kong. Kanoy ba dagal tume. Komikong kaba arpo kaba prapo. Kaba sispa. Ay kaba sana.
Gendong bapak, gendong lak me bagai babak.
Tahu keblesi bun kong malaya rapi. Ada pima kong
Bang sorry, mati, bang masa antar ladu.
Sorry, sim.
Meghalaya, along with the rest of the world today, celebrated the World Heart Day. Every year, World Heart Day is observed on the 29th of September to spread awareness about the importance of keeping the heart fit and safe from any cardiovascular disease and stroke. According to the World Health Organization, more than 17 million people die from heart disease every year. Cardiovascular disease is responsible for at least half of all non-communicable diseases that, hence making it the world's #1 killer. To make the day even more special, non-government and government organizations conducted public events to raise awareness about cardiovascular disease and reduce the global disease burden. The theme for World Heart Day this year is Use Heart to Connect. The main objective of this theme is to highlight the power of digital health to improve awareness, management and prevention of cardiovascular disease globally. As per World Heart Federation, the Use Heart to Connect is all about using one's knowledge, influence and compassion to make sure that loved ones have the best chance to live healthy lives.
Before I go to that question, I would just like to highlight here, we are arranging this program today just to remind of all the citizens of Meghalaya regarding the World Heart Day, which is celebrated on 29th of September every year. And this World Heart Day is very, very important now to take into consideration because of the presence of COVID-19. Most of the people, they forgot to take care of their own health. And since they cannot come to the hospital and facilities, so the chance of getting yourself or half self checkup regularly by the doctors and paramedical staff is not possible. So some people try to neglect of their health, and that is why this World Heart Day is being celebrated on 29th of every year in September. Now, this year on World Heart Day, we are asking the world, the theme of this day is Use Heart to Connect. We use the heart to connect people. Now, talking about this theme, the healthcare crisis we have been living through as highlighted, is an urgent need to find different and innovative ways to get contacted or to get people to get in touch with the doctors through media. I mean, through WhatsApp, through telephonic call, through teleconsultation, which is also known as telemedicine. People now, especially those are in rural areas, they are afraid to come to hospital because of the presence of this pandemic, and we have seen that it has really affected. And if we take the global figure, cardiovascular disease, which is also known as heart disease, is the world #1 killer. It's come to resulting to 18.6 million deaths a year, 18.6. And we have seen that in our society, in India, 60% of the death has been caused by this cardiovascular disease. This is also known as non-communicable disease. And this program has been arranged by us from NHM. It is on the National Program for Control of Diabetes and Cardiovascular and Stroke Disease and Stroke, which is also known as NPCDCS. Now, under this program, we have this very important target where we target the people above the age of 30 for screening them of diabetes, hypertension, cardiovascular disease, cancer, COPD. And one of the main cause of death which we have seen is because of stroke, which is also known as cardiovascular disease. Background is very important to know that if you are coming from a family who are already diabetic, like right from your grandmom to your grandmom to your mom, then make sure that you yourself are screened and take a proper advice from a professional like a doctor or someone. Now, what are the things to be done? The third question is that what are the things to be do we have to do to decrease the risk of heart disease? As I say, fortunately, we have to decrease our lifestyle. Number one is control your blood pressure. High blood pressure is a major risk factor for heart disease. It is important to get your pressure checked regularly, even though you feel fit. Because there's a saying it's called as silent high BP. Silent means you don't feel. You are not having headache. You are not having any giddiness. You are not having sleepless night. There's no insomnia, means you cannot sleep properly. You have a good sleep. But from inside, the process of hypertension starts. And this is very dangerous. We have seen people, I've seen so many cases also, where young people just come and check the BP because they want to participate in any sports, and suddenly we found that his BP is high.
So viewers, that is all we have for you today. Till we meet again, thank you for joining us.